hour TV. Gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other, you never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp, he has us crying. For an electrician his banter is electrifying. There's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on happy hour TV.
And there we go.
I thought I'd do myself. I haven't do myself.
Hey, we'll get it right soon, don't worry. Right, we're going to leave it there. We're definitely on.
We're going to leave it there. Oh, well, thanks for watching, folks.
There we go, folks. How are we in? Right.
Perfectly staged and managed. I'm sure.
This is yesterday. How well organised are we? I bet you're loving it, aren't you? Are you inspired?
I'm going to watch you like I'm
Welcome to Happy Hour
No, you need to sit behind the camera. Look straight at us.
Welcome to the pub, folks. I've dragged Darren in. Is that all right?
Yep.
We're dragging Darren in. John, we're back down the pub. We're hopefully on better Wi-Fi this week.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So if we're on any scuff streams or anything, do let us know in the chat.
Well, we have slaved over the hot stove, haven't we, trying to sort this Wi-Fi out.
Goodness me.
We even carried that massive...
Thatchers.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Yes.
It wasn't that. It was poor Richard, you know, the hamster. We've been keeping him going, haven't we, just to charge up the internet.
He was a hungry boy today. He was a hungry boy. Anyway, 4 hours, wasn't it? 4 hours.
Look, folks, thanks so much for popping in. We'll see how this goes, because obviously we've got, you know, the occasional tech glitch and things, but there's someone that I want to really say thank you to, and that's Tegan UK for helping us out with all our tech stuff. He's been an absolute diamond this past week as we go about, you know, changing the gear to make sure it works here in the pub. Today I've been down here watching, looking at the screen or whatever, trying to sort out John's Wi-Fi, and hopefully we're on 121 megabits or something, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. We need to find out. We need to start recording with me.
Just want to check that you can hear us and that we're not buffering. So do let us know in the chat. That would be great. Darren, welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you. Good evening.
No, most of these won't actually know who you are, because it's a kind of a new audience.
Right. Okay. Yeah? Right.
So, who are you? Where do you come from?
Right.
And in a still a black kind of fashion. Yeah.
Well, my name's Darren. I'm from Bradford, born and bred in Bradford.
Yeah.
Bradford City Farm. I work for a textile company. Yeah.
Not just any textile company, it's wool.
Wool, yes.
Yeah.
Wool, yes.
Proper wool.
Yes.
And
Most importantly, yeah.
Yeah.
A good traditional Bradfordian industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
So if you want to know a little bit more perhaps about him, there was a stream. Gaffer tape will do this.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Gaffer tape will fix it.
Yeah, gaffer tape will fix it. That's it.
A mishap with a director's car. Yes.
Gaffer tape will fix it.
A mishap.
That is some fun stories. So do go back. You can check those out on our YouTube channel. So you can check those. Let's clink in what we're drinking, chaps. Might as well clink in first.
Somebody's saying, turn it up.
Okay, I can do that. I can go and turn it up.
Cheers.
Turn it up, turn it up.
Cheers, guys.
Turn it up.
Cheers,
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Nice one. Dilly.
Cheers, all. I can increase it slightly. Let's do that.
Who's losing 2-0 at half time?
City, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Who's in nets? Is it O'Donnell?
I believe so. Yeah. Well, he said he wasn't going to change the team too much, just out of necessity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Let's not get too bogged down with
that. No.
We'll end up going upstairs. Yeah. No, it was a bit of a nightmare actually, DJ. But ultimately we switched it off and then on again to fix the mesh. And the strange thing was, I had a 3-mesh Wi-Fi, and as we were setting it up, we set the primary node up, and then we added the secondary node, so there were just 2 of them, getting fantastic speeds everywhere. Then we put the 3rd node in, and it slowed it all right down. So we've essentially unplugged the 3rd node, and we're just running off 2. and we're getting great speeds everywhere.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but that took us 4 hours to suss out.
What's our week been like? What else have we been doing this week, John?
I've put on display my wall art, which I've had for 7 years in the cellar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me show you this, folks. This is
Impressive.
yeah. Go on, talk about it, John.
Yeah, so what I bought 7 years ago was a 1953 BSA Banter. For many reasons, I love motorbikes. I love off-road motorbikes. It's where my beginnings were in motorcycling. But I also love British engineering and the prowess of their engineering, and the fact that it's a BSA Bantam.
Indeed.
And because this, we are Bradford City fans who are fondly known as Bantams. There's no more better piece of wall art that you could put in here. So there you go. That's a 53 BSA Bantam.
There you go.
Good.
And a Union Jack draped over it to simulate it going really, really fast after winning a race. The victorious.
Yeah.
There you go.
Darren, been up to much this week?
No, well, I'm on holiday at the moment, so yeah,
Still?
2 weeks.
Still on holiday?
Yeah, still on holiday. So
Hence why you're down the pub.
yes, indeed. So, so week in Norfolk last week, and then just pottering around. Went to Knaresborough today. Took wife and the dogs to
Knaresborough's quite nice.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Do you got blind jacks?
No, I didn't. We just went to World's End. Had a pub lunch there.
World's End, is that the one from the film?
We could be actually, couldn't we? Yeah.
With
There is,
Simon Pegg?
Yeah.
Brilliant film,
Yeah.
love that film.
Yeah.
Then just walk down the river. Then nice day. Yeah. Better than working. Yeah.
Very good, Mark.
Well, some of you know what we've done this week. Celebrated a birthday this week, didn't we? We were all celebrating it.
You celebrated it rather well, I think.
You were all helping me celebrate.
Yeah, we celebrated, and then we celebrated,
So we had
and then we celebrated some more, didn't
a
we?
heavy weekend, didn't we? Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Heavy
Was it this
weekend.
weekend?
Goodness me. You didn't stay here Sunday evening when I left you. No, you went home, didn't you?
I'd like to say no, Neil, but yeah, we did stay until the very end.
What's that?
I think you probably know him too
Quarter to
well.
12 or something?
Well,
Half 11?
it was when you're shutting up on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
That was really late. It was really late.
Started at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you know when you get another beer right at the end and a whiskey and you think, yeah, that's us, Dan. And then when you've almost finished it all, another beer and another whiskey appears. And you think, you just
It's by
can't,
magic.
you can't quite get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Playing shit.
For me, as I've said, Teakin UK's helped us with the tech. So any spare time that I had, thankfully, Teakin was on hand. And Teakin helped us with some tech stuff. So we're able to control our stream using a phone now, so we can switch our screens and things. And hopefully it'll go okay. Walking in, obviously, I've nudged it and put on, our closing item like we just finished.
Yeah, it sort of flashed up. Last one wasn't bad. I went black, and I looked over his shoulder and thought, how can I tell him it's his fourth walk-in now?
Hey, well, funny intros. Let's say hi to folks. We've got C Gunner in, we've got DJ Technique, we've got Hezzy's in. Hi, Hezzy. Great Scott's in. That's fine. I was going to say Shufty Matt's in. That's Mark.
I'm in.
Yeah, Mark's in. 90 Gaming. Thank you, 90 Gaming. I can see your remote there. Thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for doing us chat yesterday, being in our chat and helping us through our test stream. So thank you, 90 Gaming and C Gunner. And Virago was in as well. So thank you for that. Virago's in this evening. Nice to see you. Who else have we got? Shefty Mac, and we got Zeb Dog. Nice to meet you, Zeb Dog. Come on in and enjoy a brew. Tell us what you're drinking in the chat if you're having a brew. Goodness me, I feel like we've kind of reached a point where we're at the pub, and it's
It's
weird.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully we'll get sound clearer for you and things. So just bear with us for a couple of weeks while we test things out. We are going to be back at the house doing our 3-way streams and things for a few weeks while this chap's off. It's going to take a few weeks off, and we'll get some special guests in. Okay, so by doing special guests, we'll try and do the 3 windows. So, Brindy, be warned.
Can I have a harder too?
A what? Brindy, you're being warned that you might pop in. DJ, we might get you on our stream. So just keep your Wednesdays free and. Let me know if you can make one. It'd be great.
Anybody else who's up for it?
Yeah, do. Yeah, anyone.
I mean, no one's looking at you, Darren. So Darren, if you want.
Rob Powell, it'd be great to get you in as well. In fact, Rob, we were trying to see if we can do a nice walk for you this evening across the viaduct in Thornton. But
someone's mesh Wi-Fi took too long, and so much cider was consumed in the meantime. And it's one of those things. It happens on a daily basis. The best intentions and all that.
Yeah.
In the pub, you'd end up.
Yeah, I called DJ. I was saying that you could pop in on a Wednesday evening and join us for happy hour. Mark's taken some time off. A three-way Virago. That's right. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. So I'm free, whatever. Brilliant. So you can stand in. It'd be nice to have a third person, third or fourth. So if you want to know, or if you're able to come and join us, follow us on Discord, and just shoot us a message there, and I'll find it. Cool. No one's sworn yet. Can I just play my swear box graphic?
Best behaviour.
I've been working on all my graphics to make sure that they all work. So it's a shame not to use them.
Yeah.
There's time going now.
Yeah, there is time. Oh dear. John, let's do what's the story? Have you got a couple of questions? Have you got some questions this week for us?
Yeah, I've got a couple of topics that you might or might not have an opinion. I'm not going to go down the dinosaurs route. That will just bump you around.
Don't do that.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I must have missed them.
Yeah, but we could go down another route of. Oh shit! I've forgotten what I'm going to say now.
Give me a
What was I going to say? The Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah.
So, the Big Bang Theory, where scientists believe that there was various different events that so flukily and uniquely interact with each other to create these clouds of dust that were spinning around and which eventually clumped together to form planets, to form our solar. So when the first trigger went off, we are now just shy of 14 billion years later.
Right. Wow.
And it does sort of go against what certain religions think. It goes against various other theories. But what do you guys think? What do you guys out there think? Is the Big Bang Theory correct? Was it an implosion of a star? What was the crack now?
I think it's mad scientists.
Yeah.
Again.
Google time.
Yeah. So the big. Yeah. I mean, it's not a process that can happen overnight, is it? I mean, this is something which takes absolutely chuffing years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon 13.7 billion years is about right, really. I think.
How many?
13.7 billion years.
Okay.
Billion years.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
It's a long way back.
I'm with the scientists.
Yeah.
What did he do? Get a calculator? And
Yeah.
just like,
What you do is you watch dust. You can see some dust in suspension, get some gravity near it, and then throw some more dust at it and see how long it takes to form a planet, and then you know how long it takes.
You've been there a long time.
Yeah, a long time. And that's what scientists. That's what scientists have done. They've done all this.
So we're just a collection of this whole
All the
world
characters.
is
As more dust.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
a
getting
collection
bigger
of
and
dust.
As more particles clump together, they just add more gravity, don't they? And more clump to it, more clump to it.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's how dinosaurs were created.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, how long after a load of material was together did our planet, or what was the beginnings of our planet, start to generate its own ozone and its own atmosphere?
Yeah.
To allow life to survive, or to even, well, it will have started with bacteria, won't it?
I guess so, yeah.
What do you reckon, Neil?
I don't.
You had me on Stephen Hawkins last week. I'm not going there. Brindy's in. Hello, Brindy. Thanks for popping in. Brindy's our moderator, so behave yourself, folks. She'll bar you if you're bad, if you're being naughty. Mark, what's your thoughts on this Big Bang Theory? I mean, the best I've got is Sheldon, right, from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
You know, they're just a load of boffins that just come up with code and numbers, and they're just completely making things up. That's my view.
Could well be right.
I don't think I've got one.
No.
Are you a physics man, John? Is that what it is? Do you believe in all that science stuff when they start?
Oh yeah,
putting
definitely,
all that weird code on the whiteboard?
There's no doubt about it.
You think that's a formula for life?
No, I think if you look at our geography as modern history, so to speak. So if you look at the last couple of million years, we know geographically by just digging in the ground what material was near somewhere else, which is now thousands of miles apart. And you look at, coal. Coal is a product made by timber that's been compressed. It just does not get buried quick like that. So woodland today, all that timber falling down and then getting buried in more and more material on top, and then compressing over such a long length of time, and then suddenly it ends up at the top of a mountain, which is pretty much one of the highest points in Bradford, that's got a coal quarry up there. So this doesn't happen overnight. So I like the idea of looking at different locations where there's. Cheers, Ryan. Nice one. Cheers, Nicola.
Cheers,
Ryan. Take it easy,
guys.
Marble. There's different rock form that's naturally found in different areas.
Yeah, but that's something that can be proved because it's physically here, isn't it?
Precisely.
And there's carbon dating that they can do to give a rough idea of when it is.
Precisely.
Yeah. Somebody's already mentioned last week's.
You can't point your finger at it.
Carbon dating's a load of tosh.
Seagull's already said
Last week, you'll catch
he's already said he knows Neil's answer from carbon dating last week.
I admit I'm not a scientist.
No, don't worry. Right, I tell you what we'll do, folks.
So we need Darren's opinion this first.
Go on. Yeah,
and everyone else will zip.
Yeah, I'll zip it. I'll be quiet.
Oh, what? On the Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
I've absolutely no idea, to be perfectly honest with you. I
Do
certainly
you know why
don't.
you've got no idea? Neither do scientists. Right? Because they're not as clever than you are.
I'll just be honest about it, to be honest.
It's a theory. Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
It's just one man's crazy idea.
Yeah.
And people believe it.
Not one man's crazy idea.
Oh dear, funny. You keep bringing these.
What do you reckon, guys out there?
Yeah. That's,
I want someone to fire a couple of rounds off at Neil.
just catch up on chat for us, John.
Oh dear.
Because you've got better mic.
Where are we? So Brindy's logged in. DJ says he's sore. Brindy says, I bet you are. What happened to you, DJ? Why are you sore?
What's he done?
I'm not sure I want to know.
Has he been limbo down?
Seagood has predicted that Neil's answer will be very much in line with your carbon dating answer from last week. So Brindy's saying, hey Shufty. Shufty's saying, hey Brindy. Brindy's bad someone. Who's bad? Oh, you're bad Neil.
Oh,
No, she bad you.
She barred me.
No, I'm joking.
I said that Brindy's in and she can bar people, so she's just letting them know she's got the
So Great Scott is always behaving, even if DJ was sticking up for me earlier. Virago said it is mostly the Belgian astronomer George Lemaire in the 1920s who compiled the Big Bang theory. Well, you know George Lemaire. I'm with you on this one. So it's me and George against Neil so far. It is widely accepted as the way the universe started.
It's not
There's
widely
no proof.
accepted, is it?
Virago said it, so it is widely accepted.
Keep going, John.
In 1920s, a few people are still around actually. So, Ezit, goal, Callum Cook, come on, City, make a comeback.
Making a comeback.
But Islam. So, Virago saying a theory in scientists is basically fact, which I completely agree, Virago. We're not really interested in graphic designers' opinions in this matter. What we prefer scientists who have got microscopes and stethoscopes. Are they doctors? Anyway.
Scopes of sorts.
So, Seagunner's laughing his socks off. Neil got bad. What is KEKW?
KEKW, I don't know.
Anyway, Seagunner, explain that one.
Yeah.
DJ, a wasp stung me on my head while I was cutting grass. Shit, that will have hurt.
Oh. and DJ's often wearing
Brindy
shorts.
says, hi John, and I say, hi Brindy, how you doing?
On my head.
Yeah, that's going to yeah, it's going to sting.
What have we got?
Yeah, so, oh, I'm losing myself here.
There you go.
Right, so Brindy, yes, DJ's had a terrible day, yeah, it sounds like it. Virago, just because the widest lad in the pub doesn't accept it, doesn't make him right! I've got to be careful. Virago, it's easy for you to say that. You're the other end of that bloody stream. I'm sat here, they can grab me from here. KTL Rob Powell has subscribed tier 1.
Oh,
So thank you, Rob.
thank you, Rob.
And he said boop. What does? Yeah, sounds good. Virago's hey Rob. So you're gonna. It's an emote on BTTV. That is laughing.
Ah, okay. All right. So we've not got.
Oh, KQW. Got you. Right.
It's just a boot command, emote command.
Yeah.
That hasn't come
And
out.
Brindy's shouted out to Virago. Quite rightly so. Brindy's shouted out to Seagunner. Get in, Brindy. You're on the ball. Brindy's shouted out to Rob Powell. Yep. Nice one. Virago, thanks for the shootout, honey. Virago, he'll get his chance when I visit the pub. Excellent. When are you coming? Virago's going to come for a jar.
Do.
Let us know when you come.
Brindy says, my pleasure. Seagunner says, thank you. And KTL says, more beer, lads. Well,
Cheers, Rob.
right on cue. Stinger.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that was good.
They were literally the best in the world. What do you remind me of? You remind me of what they're called?
Jack in the Box.
A meerkat. Yeah, just that. Can I have another fourth, please, Simon? Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, these are on Rob Powell. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice
Cheers,
one.
Rob.
Cheers, Rob.
Right, folks, let's get on to our pub quiz. Silly answers in the chat. Don't put your real answers in.
Switch off your phones. It's pub quiz time. Over to Mark.
Go on, either or.
Okie doke. Right.
It's just 8 past.
Time for the pub quiz.
Of course. Marcus.
Right, here we go.
Master.
Right, you can wear that.
So,
It's,
you can't all copy me, guys.
make sure you're nice and clear.
No, you're alright.
Go on.
I'll be kind.
Well, thanks, Darren.
Right, folks.
Are we all ready?
So silly answers in the chat. Don't put the real ones in, and you can put real answers in the second bit. Cool.
You have to text me, guys. Text me.
Yep. All ready.
Drop my number.
Here we go then. Number 1. What is the Australian equivalent to the British emergency call number 999? Is it 000, 111, 333, or 999?
Oh, well, that's
I like to see a good answer.
I think that might be, we'll go with that.
Number 2. Name the first person to be buried in Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey. Is it Thomas Hardy, Geoffrey Chaucer, Charles Dickens, or Rudyard Kipling? Number 3. Which UK city was the first to introduce a congestion charge? It was a year before London's.
A year before? All
Yeah.
right.
What?
Was it Birmingham, Sheffield, Durham, or Leicester?
Are you doing quiz, Dave? Are you doing that quiz?
I'm trying.
Oh, good man.
I'm rubbish. What's number 3? Rubbish.
Number 3 was
Congestion charge.
Congestion charge,
Yeah.
yeah.
which UK city was the first to introduce the congestion charge the year before London?
What were the options, sorry?
So is it Birmingham, Sheffield, Durham, or Leicester?
All right. Cheers, on.
And what was number 4?
We're just going to do number 4 now. So number 4, excuse my pronunciation. Nosocomophobia is the fear of what?
How do you spell it?
N-O-S-O-C-O-M-E, and then phobia.
I didn't know.
And the options.
I must admit, yeah, it's made it worse.
So the options are noses, hospitals, shoes, or socks.
One people put it in.
You getting it?
So the answers.
Thank you, Virago.
I can't see.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this beer. For that.
What are we up to, number 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Which island in the Atlantic Ocean was a staging airfield during the Falklands War for a series of long-range bombing raids? So is it Ascension Island, St Helena, Cape Verde, or South Georgia? Number 6. How many standard bottles of wine are in a Nebuchadnezzar?
Say what?
Say again.
How many standard bottles of wine are there in a Nebuchadnezzar?
Nebuchadnezzar. It's not Spanish.
So is it 6, 12, 20, or 24?
God, I don't know one of these answers.
No, I don't. I'll be honest.
you, Rob.
Jesse?
Yeah.
2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7. Andy Warhol claimed that everyone will be world famous for how many minutes? Was it 3, 5, 15, or 20?
Sorry, just repeat that question. I keep on admiring Seagunners and Brindy's answers to these questions.
Probably better than these ones.
Yeah.
So Andy Warhol claimed that everyone will be world famous for how many minutes? Is it 3, 5, 15, or 20?
I think I'm getting a big fat zero.
I think I'm heading that way.
Number 8. How many columns are there in the Connect 4 grid?
How many columns?
Yep. So is it 9, 8, 7, or 6?
Rows or columns?
Columns.
Columns.
What are the answers again? What are the options?
Just try to figure it out.
9, 8, 7, or 6?
Okay.
Number 9. What was the occupation of Albert Pierpoint?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Local one, we should get his.
Yeah, I know this.
Shoemaker, postman, a hangman, or an electrician?
Yeah,
That's one I've got at least.
I know this one.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Oh, right.
We are indeed, my friend.
Yeah. Final one.
Don't look, Rob.
Number 10. In computing terms, there are 8 bits to a byte. What are 4 bits called?
We should know that.
So. Rob, for you, Rob.
Rob, send me that picture and just talk.
So
8 bits in a byte.
in
What's four?
computing, there are 8 bits to a byte.
Right.
What are 4 bits called? Is it a half byte,
Right.
a nibble, a mini byte, or a munch?
What the
Ah,
For the options.
It was a half byte, a nibble, a mini byte, or a munch.
half byte.
Half byte, nibble, mini byte, munch.
I'm going to go that.
4 bits. What are they called?
I'm going to go that.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Well
that's
done,
probably
folks.
one.
Let's,
I reckon I've got
Tough
about 10% this one.
what I can say is Jen is not in this evening,
Yep.
which
Who's
means
gonna be the
we're
winner?
in with a chance. Because normally Jen's storming ahead.
Look at that. What Brindy put for Albert Pierpoint's occupation.
Fluffer.
No, they want it. What's a fluffer?
Right, okay, let's hear the answers, and you can pop your answers in if you want to show how clever you are, but rack up your scores and tell us at the end. Right.
Yep.
Welcome, what's it called? By Oxman. Who was that? How do you say that?
Yeah, we'll say hello.
Anyway,
Thanks for popping in.
And welcome, yeah.
Right, Zorman.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You got a right name there, bud.
We're doing a pub quiz, folks. We're doing a pub quiz. We're at our local, so welcome on in.
Yep. So we're at the answer stage.
Okay.
Yep. So number 1, the Australian equivalent to 999.
I don't think it is an equivalent. I think it is 999.
That's what I put 999.
I think
So
this
it's
is
going
a
to be
trick.
111.
You all took the bait. It wasn't. It was 000.
Really? Alright.
I put 333.
Yeah.
I thought maybe.
I thought I'd just put
111.
999 just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you go to other countries, none of them do
No,
that.
911.
Yeah, 112 or whatever.
Blah, 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 yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right, well, we start as we moved on.
Number 2, first person to be buried.
I went
Poets
top of
Corner.
that, but I don't know.
Kipling, my guess, John.
Kipling was my guess.
It was Chaucer.
That was it?
Oh, I'm doing
Oh,
well
I'm
so
gonna-
far.
yeah.
I get 100%.
Oh, well done. Rob Powell got it right. Virago got that right.
Yep.
Well done. Go on.
I think it was about 400 years before the others when I was looking.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what Virago just said. Is
Yeah.
the eldest, yeah.
Number 3, the congestion charge. It was first introduced into
That's Birmingham, I put. Either Birmingham or Sheffield. I
Durham.
guess. Really? Durham?
Behave, Neil.
Never thought.
Have I got the first point?
You have?
Yeah.
Durham? Really?
Teeny tiny town of Durham.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, well, there you go.
So them students.
Yeah.
Number 4, the I'll try to say it again. Nosocomophobia.
I've got noses because of them. No.
It is hospitals.
Hospital. Alright, okay.
I put socks. Anyone else put socks?
No, that would be a silly answer, that Neil.
Number 5, the island in the Atlantic, which we used in the Falklands.
I've got no idea how to spell this, but I just tried to spell it how it sounded. Ascension.
That's what I put.
It was Ascension.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, it is. What did you put, Neil?
South Georgia.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I've got 1. Yay!
The Nebuchadnezzar. Bottles of wine.
I've never heard of it.
24, but I don't know.
I went with 24 because you have like a dozen bottles of
Yeah,
wine. don't you?
exactly,
And
yeah.
they go in 6s,
Yeah.
12s. don't
Yeah.
they? So
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be 20.
No.
And I've never
So-
bought.
It probably is.
Yeah, I've never bought 24 bottles of wine before.
So I've gone with 24.
Yeah.
20.
It was 20.
Yeah.
Thought I
It's one not the name of it.
Who sells them in 20s? Goodness.
What sort of case size is that?
You want 2 dozen bottles, don't you?
Yeah. Well, but they're always in cases
Wasn't
of
it
6 anyway.
Yeah,
Somebody knew it
boxes of 6.
20.
Well done, Sue Gunner.
It's one the Nebuchadnezzar a name of a ship in some film.
Yeah.
No, it was the bit. I don't know. No, I'm probably thinking the wrong thing. I'm thinking Die Hard and that.
Somebody will know.
Oh, no, I'm
was that?
sure. it wasn't.
Nebuchadnezzar.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Not in.
Nebuchadnezzar. Is
What's the one
something
with
else.
Keanu Reeves?
Oh,
Keanu
The
Reeves.
Matrix.
Is it something to do with that?
The Matrix.
Yeah, The Matrix and the
I've
Nebuchadnezzar.
not looked it up, but I had that in my head. I had that in my
There's a
head.
spaceship in that, but yeah, it has another meaning.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Nebuchadnezzar, yeah, it was.
I think you're right.
Number 7,
Go on.
Andy
Everyone knows this, don't they?
Andy Warhol.
No, I don't know.
We always say,
Yeah.
oh, he's got his 15 minutes of fame. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
15 minutes.
it says 15.
15.
Yeah.
You hear it. You hear people say,
Well,
I put 5. I
he's
thought,
got
5
his
is
15 minutes of
But
fame.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Neil,
that?
it's not fair. If you know the answer, you shouldn't preempt Mark's. You know.
I should know it. We're rocking around.
It's going to announce the answer, so you go. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, we all know this.
Oh, we all know this.
If you don't know this, then you're stupid.
Yeah,
Well, I put 3 down. You know?
I definitely want to be 3.
Right.
Number 8, connect 4, the number of columns in the grid.
So it was 7 or 8.
I put 7.
What did you put?
I put 8.
8.
I crossed out 9.
7.
Is it? Yes. Get in, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
You always go for, you always go for the middle, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's a middle.
It's a middle.
Yeah.
And then there's
We
the
knew that, didn't we, Darren? You put 7, didn't you?
No, I put 8.
Oh, sorry.
You're right, middle.
Oh, no, but everyone
middle.
knows it's 7. Oh dear. Great work.
Rubbish scores this week. Right, 2 more.
Right, 2 more to go.
Now we know this next one.
I've got this one.
Everybody should get this one.
Hangman.
Does this lady over there know it?
Do you know this next question?
Dave.
Dave, do you know this next question?
Everybody should get this one.
Just have a listen.
Do you both know it?
Sorry, what was that?
Go back.
It was what was the occupation of Albert Pierpoint?
Do you get a lot of points?
You don't need it.
He was, yes.
Correct.
And where did you live?
Was it?
Yeah. Bonus point. Where did you live?
He lived in Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah, lived in Clayton. That one goes up
I
from
think it was 1956.
What was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was that tight spot. That tight spot. That's right in the corner.
Right, 2 doors up
So I don't know whether you heard, it was the last executioner in Britain.
Britain, I thought it was Bradford.
No,
No, Britain.
no, Great Britain.
Yeah.
Famous.
Oh, good old Albert.
Yeah, and it was based in Clayton, which is the next village on.
Yeah.
And apparently he owned a sweet shop, didn't he?
Sweet
Yeah,
shop.
when he finished
Something like that, wasn't it? But a sweet shop,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I wondered if they gave ever a mint to enjoy for
If anyone's
on that one.
interested in that, I do have an article that I can put on
Right.
Discord. Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
an article on it. In fact, probably about.
I'd be interested in that.
Would you?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
definitely,
There's
yeah,
some
yeah.
good stuff there.
Absolutely.
I think we had either a 2-parter or maybe a 3 or 4-parter. There was lots of information about him. So
So points all round there. Number 10, the computing one.
This could be the winner, couldn't it? For someone.
I went far with it.
What is a term for 4 bits?
I've gone for a nibble.
Half.
I went with munch.
Yeah, you.
Oh!
Darren got it. There
Goodness me.
So we need to announce.
Very poor 3 out of 10. Should have been 4.
Right,
Chuffy, no.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well,
3, 3 and 3.
3, 3,
Oh,
3.
I don't know. Go for a tie break.
well, shots.
Yeah, you'll freak out shots.
Who can down 10 shots quickest? What do we do about tie break?
Just have to get 3 shots. Yes.
We can do Saturn satellites, can't we? So we can do the best score in Saturn satellites.
I've ordered 3 Jaeger bombs.
Oh, really?
Great work.
It's a good job I'm not working tomorrow.
Excellent. Back to live. We'll go back to what's the story, John? What did people get in their quiz? KTL Rob Powell got 3. Anyone else? Anyone else keeping tabs on their score? Grant, John, have you got a couple of other questions or a question that you can share? Something that's less controversial.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a very light-hearted one.
That's grand.
No, I'm
It's-
sorry.
it's-
I just didn't want to put it on whatever that fancy thing is.
Is there only 3? Or did Matt get one as well for having an excellent quiz?
Oh no, I
think
didn't.
you
I
should
just
do- I
did 3
don't need
for the punishment of us guys.
Right, well, thanks, Matt, for the punishment.
Yeah.
Yes, well done,
Well done, guys.
Cheers, excellent
Cheers.
quiz.
Cheers.
Come
all.
on.
In fact, nightly gaming, that one's for you,
Yeah, man.
for your
Nice
sub from yesterday. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. nice one.
Yeah, go on. What's your question, John?
So,
What's,
it's fantastic that you can join us tonight, Darren.
Pleasure.
And it made me think about, because you work in the wool trade,
Yeah.
it made me think about an article that I read in the TNA during the week.
Oh, about Lister and Isaac Holden.
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I read that.
can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, only from what I read in the
Yeah.
in the article, that basically they worked together at some point. I think Isaac Holden was to work for Lister, because Lister was he came from a rich family,
Yes.
whereas Isaac Holden came from a poor background, so he would have worked for Lister at some point in time.
Yeah.
And they both claimed that they invented, in effect, what is, well, presumably French combing, wool combing, the first mechanical wool combing.
Right.
So instead of it going in all the cottages around here or any other sort of like mill village, that there's plenty of them in Bradford.
Yes.
This is the first mechanised wool combing where it can actually be, done on a machine or
On a line in a mill.
Yeah, on a line in a mill. Yeah. And from memory, I think everybody. Which way was it round at first? Did they think that Isaac Holden? They all believed Isaac Holden at first. Or was it
Well,
the other way around?
it was all to do with.
I'd like to think it was the other way
who
around,
was
really, to be honest.
credited.
Yeah.
It was all.
It
to
was
do with
initially
who-
credited to.
I'm being a bit dim here.
Right.
Just can we go back to the
Yeah.
beginning? What's occurred and what's happened?
So what's occurred is that Bradford's prowess was built on the wool industry.
yes.
So if you go back to Victorian times,
But something's happened more recently. This is why it's in the paper.
No, this is going back.
This is going back way
Yeah.
way
Right,
back.
the
So
the
we're-
big mill
we're-
in
we're going back
Manningham,
to-
Lister's mill, the one with the big
Yeah,
tall
yeah,
chimney.
yeah.
Right, that was obviously Lister's mill. That was his mill.
Yeah.
Isaac Holden eventually had his own mill down off Thornton Road, down near where the
It burnt down
Freeman's
a little
Grattan,
the Grattan, so opposite Grattan's.
opposite there.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
He was
the
there.
big one there.
Yeah. That was Alston Works, and what's left of it now is all been demolished.
Yeah.
So there was really.
It was self-made, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was self-made.
He was
In fact,
self-made.
he worked for Lister at first, and then they decided to to build a factory in France for wool combing, for making wool combing machinery. And it's just an argument of who actually came up with wool combing. Was it Holden or was it Lister?
So that was where I was placing the dilemma.
Yeah.
So
What dilemma were you?
the dilemma is, you've got the man that was born into a family of money and could build mills off the back of his family's wealth and heritage that he was just born into.
Yeah.
And then you have the younger man, not much younger really. They were the same generation.
Yeah.
So the man that was,
I'll try and find it.
He was interested, dedicated. He was an entrepreneur.
Right.
He developed the wool combing, the actual machine itself.
Yeah.
But because he was employed by Samuel Lister, is it Samuel Lister?
Yeah.
He was employed by Lister. Lister owned the invention. So,
In effect, yes.
how do you feel about that?
Oh, there you go.
So you have a man who has money and who's got an employee, and then you have the employee who has got drive and passion and an incredible mind who creates an idea. Who owns the idea? And this was a battle that went on for decades.
Oh, right.
So Lister declared that he owned the patent.
Yeah.
And Holden said, well, it's my bloody idea and I will use it if I want to.
Okay, because it was his...
Yeah, he invented it.
It was his knowledge and skill.
He invented it and he opened his own mill.
In honesty, nobody actually knows, obviously, because he was within that company.
And then
it was originally, I'm just reading the article now towards the end of it, where it was basically retracted, where I think it was originally given to Holden, but then some years after his death,
after he died,
it was then retracted and given to Lister, but you don't know whether Lister had just said, he's dead now, just...
there's £5,000.
Retract it.
He was an old man, was Lister.
Yeah.
So who should be accredited with the accolade of?
You don't know.
The
It's
man who
one
brought
of
the
these
wool
things.
combing
It's one of these things. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to think it were probably Holden, and that he was the man. Obviously,
Of course it was.
Yeah. He was the brains, in effect.
Yeah.
And we had to be clever to come from nothing to owning his own mill.
He's clearly a specialist. He's someone who wasn't distracted or sidetracked by anything else that could blur his mind.
Yeah.
Whereas Lister will have had absolutely hundreds of staff, dozens of foremen.
Yeah.
He'll have had so much to think about, a bloody huge mill to build.
Yeah.
He's not going to start sitting there and doing designs for a wool comb, is he?
No, but it's like DXG might have know a bit about this as well.
Where's it extra?
At the bottom.
Might have
Oh,
done, Rob,
just go.
'cause it might have come up earlier. You might have missed it.
Dawn of a Calder and Pebble Navigation.
Calder and Hebel navigation? I don't know. Tell us more about that, DXG.
It's about the wool and the export around Bradford.
Okay. Right.
Graphic design. If I design something, I've got a copyright on a design. Okay. Now, although that might be with a company because I've created it for them, I still hold the copyright. So I have to release the copyright to them for them to be able to use it. Right? But then if they go and use it elsewhere, I can say, well, actually, you're using my artwork in another publication. That's not on it. I've designed it for my publication. For your company using your graphics and things, but the bulk of the design is my work. And then you just go and put it in someone else's leading publication. So I'm the one doing all the donkey work. So I stopped it. So talking about the TNA, the TNA, I don't mind naming and shaming. TNA phoned me up saying that they wanted artwork for one of my customers because they've contacted them and they're going to put an advert in their publication and they wanted me to provide the artwork. So I said, so you're calling my customers from my publication because they're just going through it, you know, page by page, finding.
Okay, right. So
you
they're
know,
looking for advertisers.
They're looking for advertisers in my book,
Right.
saying, well, we've got your advert. We'll just give Neil a call and get the advert. Right. So that'll be all right, wouldn't it? So do you want to come in our publication? So then TNA called me and I just said, have I got mug written all over my head?
No.
Yeah, I said no. The photographs that I'm using in the things are licensed to me.
Okay.
So therefore I can put it in my publication and I can release that to the company. Now if the company want to give you the artwork, they can, but you're not getting it from me. But then as soon as you put it in your publication, you haven't got the license for that photograph.
No.
So I
Because you still own the
copyright on that photograph.
Yeah.
I can release it to
Minefield,
the
isn't
company. Yeah. So it's copyright. What the issue is here is intellectual property.
Yeah, it goes to its part.
Now, because he was an employee, the intellectual property was with the employer, regardless of the cleverness of the employee. The intellectual property is owned because it was done during the employment time for the employment.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure if he was employed or if there was somehow loosely connected through a partnership.
No, I think they initially were.
Was it an employment or not?
Well, I don't know whether it was a
if
partnership
he
or not.
if he gained the knowledge and knew that a product would work, but it never got made.
I think it was in a small mill in Cunliffe, wasn't it?
So
initially?
it never got made in the employment. He then went away and started his own business and then thought, I'm going to use my knowledge and build this machine for my business. It's his intellectual property. Because he's created it. But if he's created it under the roof of Lister Mills, you know, or Lister, you know, and things, it's Lister's property.
It's almost like somebody who works for Apple inventing the latest iPhone and then saying, I made that, and Apple said, no, you didn't, Apple did.
Because we work for Apple.
But I'm a big believer in people. I reckon all the
It's nice. It sounds like a nice story, and it sounds like a, you know, something that'll be
still
can be read up on.
Particularly at that time, for somebody to come from really nothing to owning a massive mill.
It's amazing what he did.
The company name still exists as such. It was all part of. It was bought out by Ilya Morris, and they were. Well, this is a lot of years ago. Now, obviously, there's very little textile production in Bradford, but Isaac Holden's was producing synthetic fibres. It was a branch of Ilya Morris, and probably still is. But obviously, they're not manufacturing in Bradford anymore. So it's a dormant company now, but it was still a company when I was working.
Coming through the ranks,
Right, boys, haven't you got homes to go to?
Got me there.
Last orders at the bar, as the saying goes. Let's just catch up on chat. Yeah, last orders at the bar.
Say, Annie go, lads, come on! Annie go, Scotter! Annie go, Scotter!
Especially you, landlord.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Where's the beer pump when you need it?
Beer pump.
Thanks for popping in, Rob Powell. Thanks for popping in, and Brindy's saying that makes sense, Neil. Yeah, I've delved into a bit of it with work stuff, so. But it's been good. Could someone just put in a little comment to let us know how the stream's been, whether we hit any low bit rates, if so, how many times? That'd be grand. Cool. Next week we'll be without Mark next week.
Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, folks.
Let's go.
We'll be without Mark next week. So me and John will be doing our normal stream with the.
Are we going out on motorbike next week?
Eh?
Yeah. Are we going to do a live stream at motorbike?
Who thinks Neil and John should go on the motorbike?
We'd be doing wheelies down the road.
Oh, God, it'd be ace, wouldn't it?
What, me sat on the back? I ain't going to be riding one. Not a chance.
His face is literally lost all the colour.
Four wheels not too well now.
No. Right, we'll be back next week. do hit the follow button if you've not hit the follow button already. It'll remind you when we're next on. We'll post this. If it's a good stream, we'll get this posted onto YouTube. Last week's was a bit scuffed, and
I'm just saying it looked good.
Thank you, Brindy. Appreciate that. We'll.
Hi, Jen. Better late than never.
Oh, Jen, you missed the quiz. You missed the quiz, Jen. Or did you get to do the quiz and just stayed quiet? Great. So find us on YouTube, Happy Hour TV. You'll find us on there. It's got the back catalogue. Darren was on there, and Darren shared a great story when he was at work. So look for Gaffer Tape will fix that, or Gaffer Tape will fix it. It was that episode. We'll be back next week, John.
Yeah, man.
Hezzy's got it.
And we'll have a...
You'd be like Wallace and Gromit if you went on a bike.
Oh, jeez. Well,
me in a sidecar.
Hezzy, I've got a sidecar. I'll strap it on, and you're in with us, son. Let's go.
That's grand. So we'll see you next week.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jen.
Yeah,
all the same.
yeah.
Even if it's just to say hello.
Jen's been doing... Brindy, if you could do a shout out for Jen. Jen has been doing some big gaming streams. 24-hour gaming stream did Jen just recently. So well done, Jen.
Wow. Hats off to you.
Yeah. 24-hour gaming stream. She likes a challenge. We'll do a shout out for Jen. We'll be back next week. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Mark, for the quiz.
I'll catch up with you all when I'm back.
When he's back. Yeah.
Good stuff.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Brindy's asking where we're raiding.
Brindy, completely up to you because we can't really see. So tell us who's on, because you'll have some folks on, some IRL folk. Got a shout out there for Jen. Do follow Jen if you like a bit of Fortnite or a bit of gaming. Yeah, we can raid. Just let us know.
You choose, Brindy. You choose.
You can choose. You'll know who's around and who's on. And we'll see you next week. So I'm going to play the closing ident, Brindy, and you can hit the raid as soon as the closing ident's finished. Let us know that you're ready to go. And
I must admit, it is bloody impressive to do a 24-hour gaming session.
It is.
God and Bennett.
That's off to him.
Yeah.
Excellent. If Rob Powell's on, let's do Rob, please. And we'll go over and watch some Rob stuff.
Oh, is he on?
He might well be doing either PGA golf or a bit of train sim, probably. Thank you, Brindy. I'm going to do the closing ident, and as soon as it goes to black, we'll say goodbye. Cheers.